So, you found a game called An Average Campaign, but when you joined, because you're not an intellectual like me, you're like, what do I do? Okay? Well, don't you worry, because I'm here and I'm about to bestow upon you some knowledge. So, obviously, this is going to be a bit more of a beginner's guide video. So, if you're looking for meta boon builds slash meta classes to run, I'm going to be mostly going over basic mechanics, how to get subclasses, basic progression, and how the GUI works, stuff like that. So, let's get straight into it. First, let's do a quick rundown of the lobby. So, whenever you join the game, congratulations, you'll see a bunch of NPCs. You should probably go talk to all of them, but the important ones are just these four. First is the Tavern Master. He sells you your boons, which are basically just perks, and you're able to buy them with an in-game currency that you get from completing runs. So as you can see here, you can mix and match them with up to 5 slots available. Some perks take 3 slots, some take 2, and some take all 5. I'm sure you get the point. Make your own cool builds, okay? The second NPC is the Veteran. He shows you your achievements. Some achievements can actually unlock boons, so that's why you should probably check it every now and then, like killing a dungeon boss with a bunny to get the bunny boon. But you won't be able to see any of the achievements that you've yet to unlock, so it'll only show you the ones that you've actually done. The third most important NPC is the Mirror, which lets you customize your character and change your class. There's currently 5 of them: the Warrior, Rogue, Mage, Priest, and the Brawler. You can also open up the skill trees here, which lets you upgrade their individual classes, which basically just makes you stronger each run. And for the fourth and final NPC, the Ore Farmer, he lets you create parties and lets you go into your own campaign, obviously. Alright, so let's actually talk about some of the basic mechanics now. So the game is obviously a turn-based game, so each person gets to decide whether to fight, use an item, or focus. Pretty simple stuff. Fighting lets you use an ability. You can also use items like a health potion, or you can either focus, which skips your turn and makes you more vulnerable, but it gives you a free energy because some abilities takes more energy than others, obviously. And you have your health bar and all the cool stuff. So you killed your first pebble and survived. Good job. Now you're at the camp, and this is where things can get a bit confusing because I'm not gonna lie, the UI is a big pile of dog shit, but it's pretty simple, okay? Over here on the right is your current equipments, like your helmet, chest piece, charms, etc. And down here is your stat page, which has your HP, current XP, and everything else. And down here at the bottom is where you invest your points whenever you level up from killing things. And each class scales off of a different stat. Like the Brawler scales off of strength, obviously, Mage scales off intelligence, Rogue scales off of dexterity and luck, and Priest scales off of faith. You get the rest. It's pretty self-explanatory. And Con means constitution, which is basically just your HP. But in the middle here is your inventory, which shows all the loot that you currently have from killing things. You can either inspect them to get a little descriptor of the item, or you can transfer them into the group stash, which is basically where you can share loot with your other teammates. And for the final tab, the most important one, crafting. Crafting recipes are learned as you get the loot for them. So obviously you won't be able to make any leather armor if you've never had a piece of leather. You just won't even see the recipe. And usually each class uses their own different material, like cloth is used for mages and stuff, leather gives you dexterity and luck for rogue, and metal armor gives you HP and strength. So what I'm saying is basically don't hog all the loot. Give it to your teammates. It's a team game, okay? And once you craft your stuff, just click on them in your inventory to equip them. One more tab, the ability tab. Click on it to see your abilities. It's pretty simple. And you can usually unlock more abilities depending on your level. Like at level 3, you unlock more stuff, level 5, stuff like that. Or when you get your subclass, which we will talk about right now. Okay, so you are done with the camp and you readied up, and now you are faced with the choice of where to go. There are currently 2 locations in the game, the forest and the dungeon. The forest has 8 rounds and the dungeon has 12, and it's basically just counting down until you fight a boss. So basically you're just prepping the whole time for it. And there's usually a couple different type of encounters. One of them is the shop, which lets you sell your loot and buy stuff for gold, and it's randomized every time, so you can get a shitty shop or a goated shop. And another type of encounter is your trainer, which gives you your subclass. And every class has their own 2 subclasses. I'll put them up on the screen here. And each class has one subclass located in the forest or one in the dungeon, but you're only able to pick one, so just pick one, okay? And when you do meet them, you can either kill them or learn your subclass from them. If you do decide to kill your trainer, they usually drop specific loot for that class. So sometimes it's actually better just to kill them for the loot if you don't need that subclass, or you can just learn from them. If you do decide to learn from them, like not learn the subclass or kill them, just learn, you usually get a free stat point or other stat. Like if you just learn from the assassin trainer, you get like a free crit. So yeah. The third encounter you usually face is just an enemy, whether that be like a goblin caravan or a god. The enemy encounters can range like from mini bosses to like unkillable ones that wipe out your whole entire team. Baby. And you can usually tell how dangerous it'll be from the stars below the encounters. And usually the harder they are, the better loot they'll drop. And actually most of the events are specific to certain classes, like going through portals usually means that you're gonna get mage stuff, but I'll let you figure that stuff out on your own. There's also a bunch of other miscellaneous encounters that I can't really categorize, like a ghost that gives you a key if you give him ectoplasm in the dungeon, which then lets you talk to this guy and unlock his cell and fight a mini boss. So yeah, there's a bunch of small cool interactions like that I don't really want to spoil here for you guys, even though I just kind of did. Also, I forgot to mention, you can revive your teammates in the dungeon at the necromancer or the altar for money. But I think that is about it. You know how to play the game now. Good job. I'll definitely be making more in-depth videos about more advanced stuff like meta builds, tier lists, the bunny boon. Yeah, man, I'm just doing it for the love of the game. If you guys are waiting for my actual upload on the video that I've been working out on for what the fuck am I talking about? The actual video that I've been working on for the past 2 weeks. I think it'll probably be done tonight. I'll probably finish editing this video in like 2 hours, and then that video I'm probably gonna stay up all night and finish. I just need to do the sound effects now. So yeah, roll outro now. Outro play now.